Welcome again all viewers in this paper Networking Technologies, and the topic is Open System Interconnection Model in continuation with previous class. So after reading this lesson and after listening to this video, you will be able to understand the concept of peer-to-peer processes, interfaces between the different layers, and organization of the layers of OSI model. Because in the previous class we just discussed about there are the 7 layers now in the OSI model. So how they are arranged, how they how they interface between each other, all these things we will discuss about in this lecture. So in previous class we discussed that within a single machine, each layer calls upon the services of layer just below the layer to it. So like say for example layer 3 is there, so this is the layer 3, that is the network layer, for example, uses the services provided by layer 2 and provide the services to layer 4. Like say for example if we are talking about this network layer, it receives the services from the data link layer and provide the services to the transport layer. Just wait. If we are talking about this transport layer, if say for example I am taking the example of this transport layer, so it means that it takes the services from the network layer and it provides the services to this session layer. So this is the in general concept of this, providing the services and giving the services. But between machine, this is for the single layer now, and between the machines, layer X on one machine, it means communicate with the layer X on the another machine. Like say for example if I am talking to this device, that is the device A, which can be a sender, and this is the device B, which can be a receiver. So it means that the transport layer of this sender communicate with the transport layer of this receiver only. Like presentation layer of this sender computer can be communicate with the this application layer of the receiver only. That is the meaning of this, that like between machines, layer X on one machine communicate with layer X on another machine. That is the meaning of this. Like it is not possible like that physical layer is there, that physical layer communicate with the network layer, or like you can't say that okay, this network layer can communicate with the session layer. No, it's not possible. The corresponding layer of one machine can talk with each other, communicate with each other to the another respective layer of the another machine. So this communication is governed by an agreed upon some series of rules and conventions which are called protocols. And these processes on each machine that communicate at its given layer, at a given layer are called as peer-to-peer processes. So communication between the machines is therefore a peer-to-peer processes, and using the protocols appropriate to a given layer. Like say for example if there is fourth layer is there, so there is the fourth layer of protocol. If there is fifth layer, there is a fifth layer of protocols, because protocols are different for each layer. So at the physical layer, communication is established direct. Like device A send a stream of bits through this physical channel, through this physical communication to the device B, and at the higher levels, however, communication must move on through the layers on device A over to the device B, and then back on through the layers. So each layer in the sending device, this is the say for example sending device is there, so each layer in this sending device adds its own information to the message, and it receives from the layer just above it and passes the whole package to the layer just below it. So at layer 1, the entire package is converted in the form of that can be transferred to receiving device, and at the receiving machine the message is again unwrapped layer by layer, with each process receiving and removing the data meant for it. Like you can say for example layer 2 remove the data, this is the layer 2, that is the data link layer, remove the data meant for it, then passes the rest to the layer 3. Now layer 3, then network layer, remove the data meant for it and passes the rest of the data to the layer 4, and this process is going on. So that is the meaning of peer-to-peer processes. So you can easily see this is the physical layer, this is the physical layer or another machine. So this is on the one machine, they are the 7 layers, and there are the another machine, and these are the 7 other layers. So they establish the communication between two devices, layer to layer. So OSI model divide the whole task into 7 smaller and manageable tasks, so that each and every layer can perform their task easily and independently as well. This is the interfaces between the layers, how the passing the data, how they communicate the data. So the passing of the data and network information down through the layers of the sending and back upon through the layers of the receiving device is made possible by an interface between the each pair of adjacent layers. So each interface defines what information and services a layer must provide for the layer above it. Like in the previous figure, you can easily see this. That is the interface between the this fourth layer. That is the interface between the fifth layers between the sender and the receiver. So each interface defines what information and the services a layer must provide for the layers above it. So this is the this is the 2-in-1 interface, like the interface between the second layer and one layer. This is the 3:2 interface. That means that the interface between the third layer and the 2 layer. This is the interface. This space is that interface is there between the fourth layer, because transport layer is the fourth layer, and this is the third layer. So that interface provide well-established, well-defined interfaces, and layer functions, provide modularity in the network and crispy, communication in the network. So as long as a layer provides the, expected services to the layer above it, like say for example physical to the data link or data link to the network. So as soon as these layers provide the expected services to the layer above it, the specific implementation of its functions, whatever the layer it is, can be modified or replaced without requiring changes to the surrounding layers. So that interface provide an important role for the effective data communication between the devices. Let's move on. And this is the exchange between the layers, or you can say organization between the layers. So these 7 layers can be thought of as belonging to the different groups. Like 2 layers are different, that belongs to the hardware and software part, that is the physical link layer and the data link layer, and the another 5 layers, like network layer and this transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer are belong to the software only. So these applications, these layers have a different functions each, and they perform their duties very independently, so that fault tolerance is very easy in this case. So now in this figure, say for example, it gives an overall view how this data is transmitted. Like say for example, if there are 7 layers are there, and say we can imagine that, say for example, if this is the session layer is there, and that layer 5 data means the data unit at layer 5. Layer 4 means like D4 means the data means the data unit at layer 4. This is the data data at the third layer. This is the data at the second layer. This is the data at the 7th layer. This is the data at the 6th layer, that is the presentation layer. So that is the meaning of this. So the process starts at the application layer, that is the the 7th layer of this OSI model. So basically process starts at this layer, which is the application layer, that is the 7th layer, then moves from layer to layer in descending sequential order. Like at each layer, a header can be added to the data unit, so that it can be easily identified, okay, that data is belong to this layer. Like say for example, if this at 7 and D7 is there, iska matlab ye data जो है बिलोंग कर रहा है अभी प्रेजेंटेशन लेयर पे, एंड इसके अंदर जो H7 लिखा है दैट हेडर इज बिलोंग टू द प्रेजेंटेशन लेयर. So corresponding to that, each and every layer at a layer 2, 6, there is a H6 is there, at layer 5 that is the H5, at layer 4 that is the H4, at layer 3 that is the H3. These H1, H2, H3 are added that are known as a headers. That is same happening to this this at the receiver side as well. ऐसा नहीं है that we add only this header on this sender side. This happens only this happens also at the receiver side also. And at the layer 2, that is the layer data link layer, a trailer is also added, that is the T2. That trailer is also added as well when the formatted data unit passes through this physical layer, because exactly data is we discussed in the previous classes, data is transmitted through the digital signals in the computer system, because computer can understand only 0 and 1. So at the data layer, at the data link layer, that T2 is added, that trailer is added also, and when the formatted data unit passes through this physical layer and it is changed into an electromagnetic signal, and then it is transmitted to this physical channel, whatever the physical medium is may be there, like coaxial cable or the twisted wire pair or optical fiber, whatever the transmission medium we are using, which we already I studied in the previous classes. Like there are the different type of transmission media are there, guided and unguided media. Through this, that data is traveled through this, and upon reaching the destination, the signal passes into the layer 1 and is transmitted back into the digital form, because this is the at the part of the computer side, and that is the transmission medium which can transmit the data either in the form of optical, in the case of optical fiber, or in the case of electrical magnetic signals, like in the case of twisted wire or coaxial cable. So in that case, that digital signals is passes through this electromagnetic signals, and at the destination side, these signals are again converted into the digital signals or into the form of digital data. So these data units now then again move back through these layers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this, and each block of data reaches the next higher level, and the header and the trailer attached to it to the corresponding sending layer are removed, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे डेटा ऊपर पहुंचता जाएगा वैसे वैसे उस corresponding उसका जो header वो remove होता चला जाएगा. So now as soon as it moves up and it goes to the next layer, the headers and trailers are attached to it, and at the corresponding sending layer are removed, and actions appropriate to that layer, like say for example it is belong to that session layer, okay, that the function or the action performed by this session layer is taken by this layer. At that presentation layer, whatever the action is performed by this presentation layer, all those actions is taken by this presentation layer. Definitely we will discuss all these functions, whatever the functions are performed or actions are taken by these layers in detail in our next few classes. Just hold on and wait on for some more classes about this fundamental of this OSI model. So like then we will discuss about this function of each and every layer in detail. So like, and then after removing this sending layers, header and trailer, these actions appropriate to that layer are taken, and by the time it reaches the layer 5, layer 6 and 7, as soon as it reaches as the application layer, the message is again in the form of appropriate application to the application, and is made available to the recipient, so that that recipient can understand, okay, that is the message which is the sender want to transmit, because there are so many functions are there. The message which we transmitted by the given by the sender is not as it is transmitted to the receiver. There are some encryption and decryption is also there, so that if there is any discrepancy in there in the data, if data is lost, if data is changed or modified, it can be easily identified and it can be easily captured. So it's not easy like that, okay, this type of data is one layer to another layer is transmitted. It's a very complex task to functioning to function this for smooth functioning of the data in the networking. So this is all about how this data is traveled from this destination to the sender to the destination address or receiver. So I hope this all clear to you all, what is the peer-to-peer processes, what are the interfaces, and how that exchange is possible between the devices. in the later on classes, we will discuss about the details in the functions of the physical layer. Now we will take on, one by one layer we will discuss in the later on classes. These are some references are there, you can refer it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you all.